Um, only microphone audio is being broadcast. Oh yeah, I have to leave here.
Oh. Who needs crates? So I just find people that I can kill and they give me good weapons.
I think my whatchamacallit is on. My mic. Include microphone audio on broadcast, right?
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New York Jets. Andre Roberts now to return it. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. On first down, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for him, don't you think? Right, you go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Green 80. Green 80.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Set. Green 80. So right, so right. 372. Green set.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Green 80. Green 80. So right. Green set.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
What are you doing? You can't get past me. I got him. Green 80. Green 80. 72, 72, 72. Green and good.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
372. Set. Green 80. Green and set.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So out now comes the Jets. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
Run what
put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
A first down throw, Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
Got an open man, it's Anunwa. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down. These Jags and Jets, they met in one of the stranger games a season ago, week 4, I believe it was, and got all the way down to 28 seconds remaining in OT before Chandler Catanzaro ended it for the Jets with a 41-yard field goal to win 23-20.
One of the highlights of the season for the Jets, but how about the Jaguars finishing their year at the AFC Championship game?
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold on third down. Found his target, it's Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff to Crowell. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's Darnold now on second down. He gets it here to Peake. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Leopard! Leopard!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And a great return up past the 40, but this one may not stand. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
372.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Paul. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh. Hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some deep.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jeremiah Tauchu leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
11.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Paul. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, 5-0. 76.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing now is Bortles. He's going to air one out. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
Helping at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Hot! Hot!
Darnold from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Hey, 5-0.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Check 4. 77. 539, Lucy.
Here's Fournette. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
There we go. Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. Here we go. 76. Lucy.
And Bortles going to sneak it. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, it's Darnold. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. This is the running back, Powell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Detroit!
On second down, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go now. Detroit! Blue 90!
Now Darnold. And he's got a moonwalk. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Darnold on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Detroit!
Here's Darnold. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. Third down here. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down.
Detroit!
Back to throw, Darnold. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Buster Screen is able to bring him down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Check 27. 11.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Hey, 54, Ricky. 58, boy, 58.
Throwing is Bortles. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cole. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Now Bortles. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Hey, spread left. 11. Check your hot read. Throw left. 76.
Now Bortles. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Avery Williamson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Powell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Letting one go deep for a noon. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Bortles now to throw. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, 54 Richie.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And Paul has it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Sunday. Kill.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Punch right. Switch.
To throw, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Bortles. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Avery Williamson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Paul. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
372. So right.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, spread left.
Here's Bortles to throw. And this will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 39, Lucy.
On 3rd down, Fournette. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
They give it to him running left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
372. Hey.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Rambo will put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major. Firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with a 2nd-year man from Louisiana, Elijah McGuire. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run with Powell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
All right, now, look at 56.
Now they'll toss here to Powell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What? That play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Gun! Gun! Gun!
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Nunez got it complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They go again with Powell, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, then comes right back and gets a sack.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Lucy.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So right.
Bortles to throw on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit.
Darnold from the gun. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Darnold. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.